Hello everyone, and welcome to my first Pokemon Shield walkthrough. I'm a little new to all this, so take it easy on me if I go quiet here and there, and anything else that I might be a little new at. This is my first video, so hope you guys will take it in with me, because all of this is still new with me trying to make a video and everything. Like, this video right here, I already recorded everything. You'll see for the next 3 or 4 videos, they're gonna be like that. Just because during the whole dialogue and everything during gameplay, I'm not big on talking or anything like that. So I just want to take in the whole video, the whole game, I guess you could say, by itself. But let's talk a bit. So, just like I said, this is my first time making a YouTube channel, making videos or anything, so I just wanted you guys to know what I'll be about, really. Right now, as far as I can see, it'll just be doing walkthroughs for games like this right now, like Pokemon Shield. And I actually got the idea of doing this because of Purple Rodri and Munching Orange, how they always like Pokemon even growing up while they were in college or out of college. I just found that pretty interesting, and I wanted to do the same thing because I still like Pokemon and thought, hey, should be fun. I just gotta say, this game is actually pretty nice. The dialogue, the animation, it's also good going from the 3DS to the Switch. My only complaint about this game so far is old Dynamax system. They're trying too hard, in my opinion, to do like the next step up from, what is it called, Mega Evolution. I loved Mega Evolution when it first introduced in Pokemon X and Y, and then when they added more Mega Evolutions from Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. But afterwards, with stuff like Pokemon Sun and Moon, how they just incorporate Z moves, it was an interesting idea. I liked it at first, but it just got annoying after a while because you can only use it once. I know it's the same kind of concept with Mega Evolution, but with Mega Evolution, at least with that, you can actually have it throughout the entire battle compared to Z moves where you only use it once, and that can make them break the entire battle system. But then with this, the whole Dynamax thing, I'm just not a big fan of it. With Pokemon just getting all huge and stuff like that, it's not my cup of tea, really. But yeah. So I want to know from you guys, what games from Pokemon did you start out with? For me, it was Pokemon Sapphire, and my starter for that was Torchic. I remember when I first got the game, I thought Torchic was the coolest Pokemon ever. And I actually, I would only use Torchic throughout the entire game. Of course, I would have to catch other Pokemon to help me throughout the game, like the whole HM slave stuff. But other than that, Torchic, once I got it up to Blaziken, that was the only Pokemon I was really using. And I got that up to level 100. And I remember being the entire Elite Four just by using Blaziken that entire time. My first try, actually, because I was just grinding the hell out of that game. I wasn't sure what I was doing, where I was going at first. So the entire time I was like, screw it. I'm going to battle up while I try and figure out what I'm doing. But yeah, so what games did you all start out with when it came to Pokemon? What stars did you use? Let me know in the comments down below. Also, you're going to see me stopping a lot here and there in the game. It's just because I'm taking everything in, trying to figure out the whole mechanic system, because this is my first time playing on the Switch. I never really knew how it would be playing on the Switch with some kind of game like this. But I gotta say, it was really nice. Oh, and this little sheep right here, honestly thought something was wrong with it, like it was mentally damaged or something. You just see it just rolling and rolling, smash its damn head into the fence. But I digress. Oh yeah, you already know by now that I'm swearing here and there. This isn't meant to be a kids kind of channel where I'm just talking to little people here and there. It's supposed to be. I'm 22, so I'm gonna say whatever I feel. So if you don't like that, if parents you're watching this and you don't approve of what I'm saying, then please take your kids off this video right now. Go to another Pokemon walkthrough that's more kid oriented, because like I said, I'm 22, so I'm gonna say whatever I want. I will be respectful, of course, but I mean, when it comes to saying like shit or something like that, I'm gonna say it. Also, well, oh yeah. So I'm not sure if this ever happened to any of you growing up playing Pokemon or any kind of game really on the Game Boy DS or anything like that, but I remember when I first started playing Game Boy games, I would always travel to my grandparents' place, and they live far away, so I'm always constantly going on like a 6-hour car drive from my place to my grandparents. And every time I always forget one of my damn games, either at my house or at my grandparents. Every time I would have to go, I would just lose it. So I would have to go out to GameStop or what was that one other gaming place? I can't remember, but it was Play and Trade, that's what it was. So I would go to either one of those places, and I would just constantly rebuy the same game over and over again and kept on losing it over and over again to the point where I was like, alright, screw this. I'm going to buy 2 copies. One to leave at home and one to leave at my grandparents' place. Have 2 different save files, basically. And have 2 little different outcomes, I guess you could say. It's kind of like, how can I put it? Kind of like if you guys ever played Destiny 1 or 2, how they have like a Titan, Hunter, and Warlock. Think of it kind of like that. On one file you have a Titan, another file you have a Warlock. Same kind of concept with the games I have that are the same copies. I could do whatever I want on one copy and do whatever I want on the other and just see the kind of outcomes I get on both. It was fun. But yeah, you already noticing I'm stopping and blanking here and there, but yeah, so I was just wondering, besides the whole Pokemon games that you guys started out with and starters, which one was your favorite starter throughout all the games, and which game was actually your favorite? Because right now, I would have to say my favorite starter, hands down, would have to be Torchic, just because of the whole nostalgia reason and all that, because that was my first Pokemon game that I ever played. But hands down, my favorite actual Pokemon game would have to be the Sinnoh region, Pokemon Diamond. That game just took all my favorite Pokemon from all the other gens, grabbed it all into one package, and it was just really nice. Especially with Pokemon like Electabuzz evolving into Electivire, I just loved that big evolution change. Because I thought Electabuzz was the coolest Pokemon ever, but now he just looks 10 times more badass in that evolution. I know I'm not talking much about this game right now, but yeah, so these are the 3 starters for this game. Be honest, I wasn't a big fan of these starters. They just look a little, what's the word? I wouldn't say basic. I wouldn't say complex. It's just that gray zone where they just weren't my favorite. It was really weird to describe really, but you'll see which one I choose here soon. All of them were pretty bleak. Not bleak. I'm losing my train of thought here with which one I liked, but I will say this. Their personalities are actually pretty decent. I just wish their designs had a bit more, oomph to it, I guess you could say. But yeah, you're about to find out which one I'm gonna pick, and I know I record all the sessions first and then do video recordings afterwards, but I'm still gonna try and keep it in that sense where I won't give away everything at the beginning, middle, or end of the video until you actually see what I do. So which one am I going for? You guys already think I'm going. Yeah, I can't even talk. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys. But yeah. So my starter is the water type. Sobble. Is that how you say it? Sobble. And one other thing, I'm not big on the whole nickname kind of thing. If you guys like nicknames, there's nothing wrong with that. Actually, if you guys want me to do nicknames, just leave some comments down below on the Pokemon that you see me catch in the future. And if I find a move editor or just catch another Pokemon that's close in levels to what I already have, then I'll just swap it out with the nicknamed one. So just let me know that in the comments down below as well. But so I wasn't too sure about this. I didn't even know that the champion would actually pick a starter as well. So I guess I'm not sure if I'll actually battle him around the walkthrough as well, or if he'll just train him up to be final evolution for the final battle when I go up against him. I know I already said this as well though, but I just gotta say again, the animation for all this is really nice. It's like actually playing a video game on the TV besides just playing a handheld kind of game. I guess that's what the Switch is, really. It is a TV kind of game, but you can also play as a handheld, which I'm really surprised about all that with. Also gotta say this too, as you're about to see with the whole battling system here in a minute, it actually looks really nice and crisp. My only complaint though is how you would see back in, what was it? I would say Pokemon Ruby, Omega Ruby, and Alpha Sapphire, how whenever your Pokemon did move, it would cut to their face and everything and how they actually moved around when they did attack. I wish they still had that kind of system here. As far as I know right now, they don't have that for certain moves anyways. I'm not sure if once you go up in levels how you get the more complex kind of moves, if they'll actually move around and do certain attacks. But yeah, you'll see here in a minute just what I'm talking about. Oh yeah, even the animation for your opponents, your rivals, all that, it looks so nice. Just like how he's throwing the ball and everything. And here's the other thing that actually got me confused. I didn't know that he actually started out with 2 Pokemon, while I just have the 1. At first I thought I was going to be really outmatched here. But seeing the levels, I was a little more confident. But it didn't start until I actually got to maybe my second or third attack, just because of how quickly that bar falls. Mainly with Wooloo though. And if I remember correctly, his second Pokemon was Scorbunny, right? I'm a little shocked nowadays with the latest Pokemon games how your rival picks a Pokemon that's weaker against you. I liked it back when how in Fire Red, Leaf Green, Diamond Pearl, Ruby Sapphire, and all that, how your Pokemon will actually pick the type advantage starter compared to you. I always found that more interesting. It gave you more of a challenge compared to this, because as you see right now, Swabble already learned Wire Gun after being Wooloo. I'm already taking out my rival like he's nothing. And these rival battles nowadays, they don't have that much exciting character development. except for this one though. What's his name again? Hop. Hop. Right now, I think he's got some potential because of the whole brotherly dynamic that him and the champion have. And I actually wonder if it will play out like how was it? Like how Leaf Green and Fire Red was, where your rival becomes the champion after defeating the actual champion. So I'm not sure if I'll beat Leon first, and then once I get to the actual challenge, the final challenge plateau in the Elite Four, if there's an Elite Four in this game, I don't know, to be honest. But if there is, I'm thinking I'll battle Leon first, then I'll battle against Hop, just like how it was in Pokemon Fire Red and Leaf Green. If that's the case, I wouldn't mind that. That would actually be pretty cool because you're growing with your rival this entire time. And it would just make more sense to have him as your final opponent compared to just battling a champion like always. That's what I liked about Fire Red and Leaf Green. Mainly the remakes. Because there was Pokemon Red, Blue, Yellow. So yeah, I think I'm saying that right. Yeah, so Fire Red and Leaf Green, they were better, in my opinion anyways, because you have the champion. You seen him or heard about him here and there in the games. But once you actually get to the final part of the final leg trip of the game, where you're battling the Elite Four, you think, oh, you beat Lance. That's the end of the game. But you're actually fighting against your rival, and I found that to be a proper send-off for the game because you're like, I started with this guy, I'm going to finish with this guy, I'm going to whoop his ass and show him who's boss. I always found that it was more character growth for you and the computer. But yeah, I'm getting towards the end of the video here. If you guys liked what you saw, hit the like button and subscribe if you want to see more content like this.